Hello guys, so we are going to continue the discussion with respect to derivatives. In this video, we are going to discuss a very important topic which is called as chain rule of derivatives. Now this topic specifically even comes in deep learning and machine learning. If you really want to understand how does neural network work, there is a concept, something called as backward propagation, how we update specific weights. So for that over there, chain rule is a very important concept specifically in differential calculus because this actually gets applied over there. So first of all, we'll go ahead and see the definition of chain rule. So here you can see that chain rule is a fundamental theorem in calculus that is used to find a derivative of a composite function. We'll discuss about what exactly is a composite function. When a function is composed of other functions, the chain rule allows us to differentiate it with respect to the innermost variable. Okay. So if I probably want to give a formal definition with some notation, so let's go ahead and discuss this formal definition. I can go ahead and write if y is equal to f of g of x. Okay. So let's consider that this is my function, okay, f of g of x. Now, what does a composite function basically mean? And this exactly is a composite function. When a function is composed of other functions, so f is my another function. Inside this, I'm actually writing g of x, okay. Now, if I really want to further go ahead and give some more notation, here I can say, hey, where y is equal to f of u, okay, and this u is nothing but it is equal to g of x. Okay. So this is my another function. This is my another function. Now, when I am writing f of u, this u is getting replaced by g of x. So if I have this particular function, then according to the chain rule, the derivative of y with respect to x is basically given by, how do we write out derivative? Dy by dx. Okay. This is what we are going to find out the derivative. Now, since I have a composite function, the first derivative I am actually going to find out with respect to the outer function. Outer function is nothing but f of g of x, right? So I have to probably find out the derivative of this f function. So I will go ahead and write derivative of f divided by derivative of o with respect to u. Sorry, not derivative of o, derivative of u, right? So here, let me just go ahead and write this again, right? So first of all, I will go ahead and probably find out the derivative of the outer function. And the outer function is first of all calculating the derivative with respect to u, right? So here I will go ahead and write derivative of f with respect to derivative of u. Okay. Derivative of u, right? Then we do a dot product. Now, what is u? U is nothing but g of x. So now we will go ahead and calculate derivative of u with respect to derivative of x. And you know that derivative of u is nothing but we are basically trying to find out the derivative of g of x. Now, in simpler terms, we can also express this, and this is nothing but this is a chain rule, right? We have some dependencies. Chain rules basically means you have some dependencies. First of all, over here you'll be able to see this g of x is dependent on the function f, right? This g of x is nothing but it is shown with respect to u is equal to g of x. It is just represented by this u. So in the simpler terms, this can be expressed as, okay. So here I will just go ahead and write again derivative of y with respect to derivative of x. Now, what is derivative of f with respect to u? It is nothing but f dash of x, right? So if I'm trying to find out this, it is nothing but f dash of g of x, right? This is how we write. Then we do the dot product. Now we're going to find out the derivative with respect to u. It is nothing but g of x, right? So g of x derivative will be nothing but g dash of x. Right. So this is how the representation can be done in a simpler terms. Okay. But here, what is the main idea, right? I will just go ahead and give this amazing statement over here so that you will be able to understand this. Okay. So here the main idea is basically This means that to differentiate a composite function, you first differentiate the outer function. This is my outer function, f of something, right? So that is the reason I'm writing f dash of g of x. Then, with respect to its inner function, and then multiply by the derivative of the inner function, right? So first of all, we are going to find out the derivative of the outer function with respect to the inner function, right? Inner function is nothing but u, right? U is nothing but represented by g of x. Now let's see some of the examples over here. So I will go ahead and show you some of the examples, and with respect to that, we will go ahead and solve it with the help of chain rule. Let's consider that I have a function y is equal to 3x square plus 2x plus 1 to the power of 5. Okay. Now, in order to solve this chain rule, first of all, the step 1 will be to identify the outer and inner function. Now, you know what is the outer function, what is the inner function? See, over here, the inner function is nothing but this 3x square plus 2x plus 1. Outer function is to the power of 5. So, if I replace this entire thing by x, right? Let's say if I replace this entirely by u, right? So, u to the power of 5 is my outer function, right? So, how do I identify over here? I'll go ahead and write the first point. What is my outer function? My outer function is nothing but it is f of u. Let's say that I'm representing f of u over here. F of u is my outer function, u to the power of 5, right? Because I'm considering this entire thing I'm considering it as u, okay? Now, in the inner function, I will replace u with what? I will replace u with, let's represent this as g of x, is nothing but 3x square plus 2x plus 1, right? So, this basically becomes my inner function. Now, if I want to find out the derivative, first of all, I need to find out the derivative of the outer function, right? So, let's go ahead and differentiate the outer function. So, now I will 2x plus 1, I will go ahead and write over here. And this one, I will go ahead and write step 2. Differentiate the outer function. So, how do I differentiate? F dash of u is nothing but, right? What is f dash of u? This is just like, I can also go ahead and write, okay, let's go ahead and write like this. F dash of u is nothing but derivative of f with respect to derivative of u, right? This is nothing but u to the power of 5, and this will be nothing but 5u, 5 minus 1, right? It will be something like this, right? And this is what based on the rule with respect to derivative of x. Let's say if this is x to the power of 5, this will be nothing but 5 multiplied by x to the power of 4. So we have able to calculate or differentiate the outer function. Now in the step 3, we will go ahead and differentiate the inner function. So let's go ahead and differentiate the inner function. Okay, so inner function is nothing but, I will go ahead and write g dash of x, which is nothing but derivative of u. U is nothing but g of x, right? With respect to derivative of x, right? And here I can also write derivative of g of x with respect to derivative of x, right? This will be nothing but whatever is my value over here, right? So here what we are basically going to find out, derivative with respect to x, 3x square plus 2x plus 1. We are going to just go and find out the derivative with respect to this. So finally, I can see that I will be getting 6x plus 2, right? Now, if I want to apply the chain rule, I have to combine both of them, right? So this is my step 4. So I have calculated the derivative of the inner function. I have calculated the derivative of the outer function. Now, you know how to calculate the derivative. I'll take the outer function derivative multiplied by the inner function derivative, right? So here, my step 4 will be, I'll just go ahead and combine it. So finally, if I really want to find out derivative with y with respect to derivative of x, this is nothing but u to the power of 5, right? So here what we are specifically going to do, I'll just go ahead and write f dash of g of x dot product with g dash of x, which is nothing but 5u, right? 5u dot 6x plus 2. Now you know what is u? U, I will replace it with the 3x square plus 2x plus 1. Dot operation with 6x plus 2, right? This is what is my derivative. Sorry, u to the power of 4 it was, right? So here I'm going to write it as 4. Derivative of y with respect to derivative of x. Now this is my entire solved example with respect to the derivative that I was actually looking at, right? And that is how you basically identify and you probably solve a problem, right? Now let's take another example. Like this, we will solve multiple examples. Let's take this as my second example. And this I will try to do with respect to a trigonometric function, right? Trigonometric function. But in short, if you just want to understand what exactly is chain rule, it's like usually it basically happens in a composite functions. Okay, so what is a composite function? Composite function is just like a function inside a function, right? Now let's see this example, right? We just had an outer and inner function, right? So let's say that let's y is equal to, I will go ahead and write sine 4x cube plus x. Now just go ahead and identify this as an inner and the outer function, right? See, this entire thing, let me go ahead and represent this. Okay, so here I will represent u is equal to g of x, and I will use this function 4x cube plus x, right? This is what is my u, right? Which is I'm mentioning it as z of x, right? I will also create one more function f of x. I will take this sine and I will take this u value over here, right? This is what it is, right? So if you also see this format can be later replaced as y is equal to f of g of x, right? Like this only it is. Yes. So now again we will go ahead with the step 1. Step 1 is nothing but identify the outer and inner function. Okay, so here my first important thing, what is the outer function? Outer function is nothing but f of u, okay, and this is nothing but sine u, right? F of u is nothing but sine u, right? I can represent this entirely by u. Now similarly, if I go ahead with the inner function is nothing but u will be replaced, which is represented by g of x, and this is nothing but 4x cube plus x, right? Now I have to differentiate the outer function. So let's go to the step 2. Okay, then step 3. So differentiate the outer function. Outer function differentiation is nothing but, how do I apply this? I will just go ahead and write f dash of u, which is also mentioned at df of du, which is equal to sine u, right? Sine u can be written by cos u, right? So this is a differentiation of sine u. Okay. Now similarly, in the inner function, I can go ahead and write g dash of x, which is nothing but derivative of u with respect to derivative of x. U, you know what it is. It is nothing but, it is 4x cube plus x divided by derivative of x, which is nothing but 12x square plus 1, right? And finally, when we apply in the step 4, when we apply the chain rule, it is nothing but we are just going to combine this, right? Derivative of y with respect to derivative of x, which is nothing but f dash of g of x multiplied by g dash of x, which is nothing but cos u, right? U instead of u, I will go ahead and replace by 4x cube plus x, and then I will have 12x square plus 1. And this is what is my entire derivative. So I can finally go ahead and write dy by dx is equal to cos 4 x cube plus plus x multiplied by 12x square plus 1, right? So this is my final derivative. So chain rule is really handy, because see, when you have a composite function, one function is dependent on the other function. And similarly, if I probably talk about deep learning, there's the concept of optimization, backward propagation. There's something called as weight updation. And again, those videos have also been uploaded in this specific course, which you'll be able to see it. But I hope you got an idea with respect to the chain rule and what exactly we do in the chain rule and how do we find out a derivative, right? So I hope you like this particular video. This was it from my side, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.